Canada stands at a pivotal moment. The world is shifting, geopolitically, economically, and technologically, and nations everywhere are rethinking how to secure their long-term strength. This presentation explores how Canada's latest federal budget uses fiscal anchors to strike a careful balance between bold nation-building investments and responsible financial stewardship. It's about maintaining credibility with markets and taxpayers while ensuring Canada has the capacity to invest in growth, defense, and resilience in an increasingly uncertain world. Yes, partly. The latest federal budget's fiscal anchors do acknowledge the need for bold, productivity-enhancing investments in a tense geopolitical environment, but they also preserve guardrails by targeting an operating balance and a declining deficit to GDP path. In short, the anchors enable strategic investment while keeping discipline, supportive, but not an unlimited, investment-first stance. A fiscal anchor is the government's financial guardrail, a specific, measurable rule that guides budgets over time so markets, rating agencies, and Canadians can trust the fiscal path. It doesn't stop spending, it sets boundaries for deficits, debt, or operating balances, so exceptional investments are framed as disciplined choices, not drift. The budget commits to balancing day-to-day, operating, spending with revenues by 2028 to 29 and to a declining deficit to GDP ratio over the forecast horizon. It de-emphasizes a strict, immediate debt ratio reduction, accepting a modest rise before stabilization. This design creates space for large capital projects while signaling ongoing discipline. In a world of trade tensions, tariff risks, supply chain insecurity, and rising defense needs, Canada must upgrade infrastructure, accelerate housing and industrial capacity, and harden critical systems. The anchor's focus on operating balance, rather than squeezing all borrowing, allows targeted borrowing for nation-building projects that raise long-run productivity and resilience. The anchors also limit overreach. Large near-term deficits are not a blank check. Execution must crowd in private capital, projects must deliver productivity gains, and the debt ratio should level off on schedule. This is a disciplined boldness approach, ambition tempered by measurable fiscal constraints. Anchored, investment-led policy aims to boost growth and competitiveness without eroding fiscal credibility. Done well, it can expand good jobs, speed approvals and builds, and strengthen Canada's position in a tougher global economy, all while maintaining a transparent path back to balanced operations and sustainable deficits. The latest fiscal anchors reflect the moment. Canada is choosing strategic, future-oriented investment while keeping firm fiscal guardrails. The approach is neither austerity nor a free-for-all, it is a pragmatic balance designed to deliver growth and resilience in a more volatile world. The Department of Finance, 2025. Budget 2025, Introduction, Economic and Fiscal Overview, Annex 1. These budget chapters set out the operating balance objective, the declining deficit to GDP path, and the rationale for investment-led growth. RBC Economics, 2025. High stakes, narrow margins. Analyst commentary highlighting the budget's investment-led growth, thrust and the constraints posed by the anchors. TD Economics, 2025. Federal Budget 2025. Assessment linking new capital measures and incentives to competitiveness and resilience in a changing global context. Scotiabank Economics, 2025. Fiscal Pulse on Budget 2025. Notes the cautious trajectory for the debt ratio and the execution risks around crowding in private investment. Deloitte Canada, 2025. Federal Budget 2025 Commentary. Defines fiscal anchors as credibility tools and discusses their role in reassuring markets and the public. There is more fact-checking information to discover.